What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Normal service is resumed as the premiums return. Salah, Palmer, Saka, and Haaland all on the score sheet.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome back. Thomas. Haaland only scored one, though, didn't he? And Thomas played as triple captain. And at long last, Erik Ten Hag has finally gone.
It's a real shame. Get in touch with us at Tom and Will FPL. Like and subscribe. Let's do this. Whoa!
Yeah, we're back.
Hello, Will. How are you, buddy?
I'm okay, thanks. Not bad. So instantly, just a caveat, we've instantly said, let's keep this one quick. So I'm very much in my mind to like not ramble, which I'm doing right now. I'm fine.
That was it. Yeah, fine, mate. Move on. Next.
Next.
It's not like we've got much to talk about. Oh, mate. Man, I'm so hot right now. So I've literally, Will, as you know. So guys, usually we record at like Monday morning as early as we can. This is now 8 o'clock Monday evening. I've come straight from where I was working in Swindon, and I've now travelled almost 3 hours to Maidstone. I'm working in Deal tomorrow. I've just checked into this hotel, booked myself a hotel, 65 quid. You know what? You know, it was reduced from 100. Right, it's not bad. It's kind of better than I thought to be honest. But mate, the heating's like up full. The window's already open. Like, there's another window which is locked. They always are. It's just health and safety. And it's like, it's one of those places you go into the bathroom, you turn tap on, it's only got one temperature, it's red hot. And that's it.
It's hot.
Like,
it's
scalding hot. Immediately. And Ten Hag's been sacked. Which,
yay!
Yeah, I'm kind of a bit excited about it, if I'm honest, as any non-Man United fan is.
I think everyone was enjoying how long it would last. This morning I saw tweets going out and kind of like on socials being like, we're going to give him one more week. And I was like, really?
Who's we? Who's we?
Exactly.
The Man United fans ain't giving him shit.
Get rid. Come on, let's go. Like, yeah, I'm not going to speculate who comes in. It's just, who knows? It's still going.
Who do you want? Who do you want? Who do you want?
I'd like Van Nistelrooy. I'd like Van Nistelrooy to take us through till summer. I think that would be the wise thing to do. Settle down, don't rush into anything, and don't get Gareth Southgate. That would be my main kind of like thing. Like, I don't want Potter, I don't want Southgate. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really want Zidane either, because I don't feel like that's never gonna happen.
Okay, I'm just gonna get the script up. I don't have a chance to get the bloody script up. Like, what are we doing?
It's commitment though, TK. I appreciate the commitment.
So guys, on today's show, everybody, we're going to go through our game week 9 teams. We'll bring you up to date with how Will and I got on. Something I alluded to in the last week's show and the week before is that I was planning on, 2 weeks ago, I was locked in for a triple captain on Haaland. Last week we were like, nah, no chance, mate, that's gone. Then Haaland obviously did the business midweek and scored 2 goals. So I was like, after that, I put a load of stuff on socials about it. My hunger for the triple captain was back, and I hit the button.
You did it.
Moving on. So we'll come back to it. Look, sure. Man, he scored a goal. Could have been worse.
We'll come back to
it. So yeah, we'll. So what? Just peeking behind the curtain here, guys. My laptop in this hotel room is resting on 2 mugs. That's why my video is shaking so much.
Nice. I like it.
So yeah, we'll go through our teams, see how we're looking going into game week 10. But first, let's have some listener questions.
Hooray.
Well, I don't know about your new camera, mate. Guys on the YouTube channel, you're going to notice that Will's got a camera which follows him around the room. It's creepy, mate. What? Can you lock it into like any part of your body?
Thomas, lower the time, but yeah, you can. I've tested it and you can.
Sweet, mate.
Yeah.
List of questions.
Listener
Got a question.
questions.
We've got a question from Pork Scratching. Will, talk is spreading that your voice is getting higher. Can I get a comment?
It's definitely not. It's definitely.
Yeah, it could be. There are times where I'm just like, sometimes people accuse that, like, they say that there's two Donald Trumps because he's got like a different color tie or whatever. But like sometimes I'm just like, Will's voice is higher today, and I'm like,
You know,
it's like there's a second Will. I'm like, where's this come from?
you're giving me such a complex because I'm like I genuinely think about it all the time now. Like you've got him, you do this all the time, Tom. You get in my head about the stuff. Like throughout the years, I've got like complexes. I don't know if this is healthy. Yeah, it definitely gets because I just get excited. When I get excited, it goes rocket. My dad's
Mate,
got
it's
a
not
high
a bad
voice.
thing. It's not a bad thing. It's beautiful. You have a
My dad's
beautiful
got a
voice.
very angelic high voice, singing voice. Just so you know,
Mm.
it runs in the family. But yeah, I get excited and I get squealy.
Yeah, mate, I love it. We all love it. Everyone loves
Thanks,
it.
mate.
Gentle Pelican. Gentle Pelican has got a question, and it's not a question. It's just a statement. Triple captain TK. Three
Oof.
exclamation marks. Yes, I triple captained. Yes, I triple captain. And like I say, obviously, I mean, he at home to Southampton, the worst team in the league. Haaland, he should have had another hat trick. It was frustrating, but he returned, mate. Do you know what I mean? Move on.
Better than nothing. But yeah, I mean, after what was it, 5 minutes or the
I've
first?
had worse. I've had worse. I've had way
I've
worse.
had
I've had
way
way
worse.
worse, mate. We've all had your Mane triple captains where he's getting sent off, and a double game week. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely,
the
snap
best.
your arm off.
Did you actually have that?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
As many people
brutal.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I remember that. Yes. Yeah, he scored within the first 10 minutes, and it was like, oh, here we go.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. I text the lads all smug. After 5 minutes, he scored. I text the boys just going, 1.
You
I was expecting to.
Oh, it begins.
2.
1. It's like double hat trick is actually coming, and I was like, no way. And then it's once again like I don't know what's going on with City. Like they don't get into gear. They don't even. But it's not Christmas yet, as we know. They don't get into gear until after Christmas.
I mean, Haaland, he's still on 7. I think that was his 74th goal in 75 games. He's doing all right. He's that's one goal in 3. That's 1 goal in 3 for him, and it's hurting, man. It's hurting. There's quite a few people who are wildcarding this week. Those who haven't used it yet. There's a lot of people looking at wildcard. I mean, mate, I could do with a wildcard this week. There's quite a few changes that suddenly, with the injuries that have suddenly started creeping in, and a right old mess, a right old pickle. Yeah. All right, Will, tell us how you got on, mate.
So yeah, this week wasn't too bad. It wasn't the worst, but it must admit it could have been a lot better. I scored a total of 49 points, with Raya scoring 0, Trent scoring 1, Gabriel scoring 1, Lewis returned with 6 with a clean sheet, McNeil 2 points, Foden 3 points, Eze finally got a return with an assist, a lovely little back heel assist for 6 points. And Buamo 15 points, which is the big hauler for my team. Brendan Johnson for Tottenham got 1, Calvin Lewin 2, Haaland captain 12 points, and Fabianski 3 on the bench. Goalkeeper Pau Torres 2, Greaves and João Pedro both.
Mate, no one cares about your shit bench, mate.
All right. So the main haulers, and Buamo, Eze, and Haaland and Lewis, they were not haulers. Sorry, just returns. But it wasn't great. As you know, Tom,
big news. Sir Hits-a-Lot didn't even make a transfer last week.
I was just getting to that. So on Friday night, I had a bit of I was planning a nice quiet evening, getting ready for the transfers, get all the stats up, team news, not that there was any, all that kind of thing, and then I got pulled away doing something else, and I was like, Tom, can you let me know if there's anything to do with anyone that I should know about? And you were like, there's nothing. And I was like, bastards lying. But no, he said the truth. But I was contemplating. I mean, I told you, Tom, I was in a right old pickle, and I was like, I had plan A, B, C, and D. They were solid plans because every single person that if I had made the transfer, which I didn't, they would, which was Wissa, Raul Jimenez. Actually,
Cunha.
he didn't return. Cunha or Eight Nuri
Will
or who
sent
else?
me an audio note which was about 6 minutes long.
Yeah,
Like he was basically like cleaning out a flat so that he could go to sell it. And he's just like, Tom, I've got all these ideas. He started reading off all these players, which was the worst thing to do because when all the goals were going in on Saturday, I was like, oh, that was one of the players he was going to do. But wait, at the end, when you were asking about the team news, you were just in the car. You're like, I'm just gonna roll. I'm just gonna go there. I was like,
I
I think it
just
was fine. Like your team,
yeah
mate, it's not bad. Do you know what I mean? It could have gone a different way, but you were like, I was looking at Cunha, I was looking at this. Obviously, you weren't bringing all these guys in, but like a
no
lot of them that you were talking about, they did. I mean, the thing was this weekend is that it was a bit of change of pace because the
yeah
players who do perform usually, the higher priced players, they did actually perform this weekend. Do you know what I mean? There
yes
was a lot of goals from the regular players, a lot of returns from the regular players this week.
yeah, it was a little bit more balanced after the previous week, where like
Yeah,
we expect at least some of the players to get returns, but like last week, no one did. But yeah, the one that really got me, and because it was my plan number one was João Pedro to Wissa, because I was just like that was the one. I was like Wissa, I mean, Brentford are terrible in defence, as we know, but he was in my team. Do you remember I brought him in that week that he got injured, and I was like, I think he's a great striker. I think everything's going to be going through and Buamo or Wissa, and I was like, bring him in, just do it. And then I wish I had because he played great. They're just such an exciting team to watch, aren't they? At the moment,
oh mate, it's a great game, isn't it?
yeah,
Amazing. It's just
yeah,
on fire.
absolutely brilliant. Right up until the death, it was great, but yeah, a bit of a shame, but not too bad that I've rolled two transfers, especially with this international break coming up. Even if I just make one this week or not, but yeah, we've got some injuries. As I said, like I've got Gabriel is flagged. Who knows with Arteta, but that didn't look good. McNeil is flagged. Not too sure about what's going on there. I didn't think he looked like he picked up a knock, but apparently so. And
Yeah,
yeah,
we
so there
both
might
we
be
both have those two players. Like they're problems for me as well, man.
a lot of people do. Yeah, so
I think
it's
the current prognosis on Gabriel is that it potentially could be serious in the fact that it's one of those where it could be a week, but it could also be a couple of months.
yeah, right.
So they're saying it's his MCL. I
Oh,
don't
the
know what
middle
that is.
one. Yeah,
Oh, that's what the M stands for.
that's the middle. It's the middle. I don't know. It's the meniscus. It's like, no, I don't know. It's the big one that goes through the middle. It's pretty hard
Yeah,
to bust that, but if you tweak it, it's
yeah.
it's
The
horrible stuff.
guy there's a really good guy on X who I really should find his name because he did some great work on it. It was like FPL injury analysis or something like that,
Right,
and he was great. He was really good, and he was just saying, look, he's done his MCL. You can tell by the work that they were doing to him on the pitch.
right,
FPL physio, which is FPL injury analysis, yeah. And he was just saying by the work they were doing to him on the pitch, it looked like it was his MCL, but the fact that he tried to play on suggests it's not too bad, which means it's probably like 1 to 3 weeks.
right.
Um, so we'll see. But if it's worse than that, then obviously it's worse than that.
Yeah,
So we'll see. But yeah, I didn't see what happened to McNeil. Um,
I thought he was playing fine, and then I was surprised that he got subbed off, and there wasn't really anything on the commentary or anything like that from what it seemed. But then I think that just post game there was like
yeah,
any injuries, that kind of thing, and picked up a knock. So we'll see. So hopefully because he's been playing absolutely brilliantly as well. Like it didn't
yeah.
return obviously, but um,
And I mean,
yeah,
like they've got Everton got Southampton next,
I know.
so that's
Forward to
that's a
that.
juicy fixture that you want him for. Do you know what I mean? So what are you thinking you're going to do next week?
If Gabriel's out, I mean, I do have Pau Torres on the bench. The only thing I'm wary of, and sorry, Pau's got who has he got this week? Who have Aston Villa got? They have got
Bournemouth. Oh, sorry, they got
no,
Spurs, haven't they? They've just
Spurs. Yeah,
drew to
Spurs
Bournemouth.
away. So tricky. But I'm thinking that so assess. I might just bring in Powell. I may have to bring in a defender of some description because I'm very wary that my team value is dropping significantly. And as you know, Tom, we discussed this in the week that I do have a plan, and if I want to get to this plan, then I need to kind of act quite quickly before any price range rises change.
Hmm.
But we'll see.
Mate,
Who
the
would-
price changes are brutal at the moment. I looked
It,
on
it's
FPL Hub
hard.
earlier, right? I'm due to drop point 0.4 tonight if I don't do
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
And it just suddenly like, but mate, I'm not ready to make a transfer yet.
yeah.
Suddenly I'm like, when you're looking at saving up for Palmer, which anyone who doesn't have Palmer at the moment, they're looking to get him in for game week 12.
Did you
Um,
see that pass? Oh my god!
Mate, do you know what? Hands on the table, cards on the table. I didn't see any other football apart from the Liverpool Arsenal game at 6. I took Shah out for lunch, didn't
Oh
I?
yeah, you did.
We
Yeah,
sent the
yeah.
kids off for half term. Nan and Grandad's were like, "Great pub lunch, man." Went
Let's
out for a
do it.
slap up roast. It was great. And then I've watched the footy last night, and then just worked all day today, so I haven't seen anything. But I
Oh,
heard his
Palmer's
assist for is the assist for the assist, wasn't it,
assist
for
for the
Neto?
assist. The
Yeah.
thing is, it just doesn't make any like his that vision is remarkable. Like his head was down, his back was kind of like he was to the like facing the side of the pitch, and I just didn't see him scan or look or anything. He just hit it like the perfect golf shot. Like it just didn't know where he wanted to put it, and he just put it perfectly for Neto. And obviously, Jackson was doing exactly what he needed to, breaking his neck to get into the box. So
Yeah, mate, he's
good work
killing me.
from
Like
him.
he's the player that I so badly want,
I
and I
know.
just can't get to him without taking hits. And it's like the thing is, right? You just look at his fixtures, and you're like, I shouldn't be taking hits to get him in right now. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, it was Newcastle. Obviously Newcastle haven't been great, but we know that they're capable. Man United next. Like, who knows what we're going to get next
Who
from Man
knows what
United?
you're going to get?
I mean, I'll tell you what. Man United are a bunch of scumbags, so they're going to be on fire next
Yeah.
week. Now that
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
that Ten Hag's gone, all those
Sorry,
players are going to be stepping up big time. They're going to smash it, and it's going to be a joke.
sorry, my voice. I don't know if you picked that up, but speaking about the high pitch, my voice did some weird like cracking thing. That, when it goes.
Got away with it. You got away with that,
Yeah.
mate.
Damn it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. My goodness, it's United is just gonna they're gonna be
Mm.
like the bet. They're probably gonna beat Chelsea like 4-0 or something
Yeah,
ridiculous like
that's what I
that. Like
mean. It'd be ridiculous. And
it
then
will
after
be.
that, Chelsea have got Arsenal. So it's like, I don't want to be taking hits to get Palmer in. I think I've got to wait till 12. But mate, it's scary not having him. It really
Oh,
is.
nice. Because the thing is like so annoying because like I, on the pod we talk about this and I say these things or like you say these things and then we don't do anything about it. It's the same with Chris Wood weeks ago. Should just bring Chris Wood
I
in.
know.
We'll get back to him. But I think we say like Palmer will,
Eight
regardless of
Nori.
the
We were talking about
fixtures.
Eight
Eight
Nori
Nori.
last week. He goes in fucking
But
scores.
regardless of the fixtures with Palmer, he returns. He gets in there. He's amongst it. If Chelsea score, he's part of it. If not scoring the goal, and he is
Yeah.
bonus points machine at the moment as well. So it's just like
I
I
mean,
feel
he's now, I think he's the second highest point scorer in the game at the moment. Second most points in the game. He's fourth for most shots overall, third for most goals now on 7, second most assists with 5. He's quality. He is quality. So
he's
it hurts.
quality.
He's just
I
quality,
know.
mate. He's quality.
I
But that's what
know.
I mean.
I must the
So
one
sorry.
one
Go
yeah.
on. Well, you say that. You say
I
what
was
you're
just
going
going
to
to
say.
say the one thing that because I do have these 2 free transfers, there is a possibility that I do hit. I can get to him by selling Trent and potentially selling Foden, or as a, like I don't know, I can get to him quite easily because I've still got 1.9 million in the bank, and
Mm.
I think if I don't get to him right now, even though he's got Manchester United next and then he's got Arsenal, Arsenal with potentially out Gabriel, London derby, tempted. There's some stuff to do this week.
And Eze, I know you're talking about Eze. Like Crystal Palace have just got their first win against Spurs. That's mental, and they've got Wolves and Fulham next. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I don't think I think I will hold him because he's a little bit of a different. Is he how many 6.7? He's become a bit of a differential. If he
Yeah.
does
No.
start
Yes.
getting like just getting the bit of luck, he just needs a bit of luck, I think. And
And it's just the team just need like he's always going to be
yeah,
playing well. He's had one bad
yeah,
game this season. If
yeah.
if Palace get a bit of confidence and Mateta gets going,
That's what I
then
was just
they'll be
about to
fine.
say. Yeah, yeah, I totally agree. So I might just hold on to Eze, but I mean, it is 6.7 in there. But Foden, I mean, he's a trick. It just was tricky. It was so tricky because he. It looks like, he's getting there, and at any moment he's going to hit like a couple of goals, at least a brace and an assist, and you'll just be like, "Yep." And I know if I
That's
take
it.
him out this week, it happens. I
Well,
just know
that's
it.
it, man.
I know it. So
This is a good segue onto my team
yeah,
because we
go
made
for
the
it, man.
same
No stress.
transfer where Saka was flagged. Obviously, I didn't pay any attention to Arteta. Well, I did. The fact that Arteta said that Saka was unlikely to play made me just think, well, Saka's going to play because Arteta's mind games. He's like a Padawan. Do you know what I mean? He's like level 1 mind games. Like he's on the bottom rung. His mind games are the worst. He just says the opposite and he thinks he's a genius.
I know.
But I just like, do you know what? Foden's playing Southampton. And Saka still has tough games after Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? So I
Mhm.
was like, I'm happy to just get rid of him and bring Foden in. Like
Yeah,
we'd been saying the last couple of weeks, it's kind of it's Foden's time to click into gear now. And against Southampton, I thought that was going to be it, but it wasn't. And going into Bournemouth next week, you're suddenly like, that's actually not the kind of an easy game that maybe you
mm,
hoped it would be. You hoped that they'd smash Southampton 4-0, go into Bournemouth with confidence high. But instead, Bournemouth have just got a good result against Villa and
mm.
City scrape through. Suddenly it's like, I don't even think I'd happily not start him. You could see Foden just not even playing. It being us coming off the bench in that game and just being a waste. You know what I mean?
It's it's
It's
just
a
that
nightmare, mate. It's a
it,
nightmare. This is
ye
what I mean.
old
And now
thing.
with McNeil and Gabrielle, I've suddenly got. I'm in a pickle. Right, let's go through my team. So I got 62 points this week, which was a green arrow. I went up about 250k, something like
It's
that.
good.
And that was with a triple captain. With a triple
Yes,
captain. So I took, as I just said, Saka out for Foden, and I also finally got rid of John Duran,
John
and I brought in
Duran.
Strand Larson, um, which I'm happy with. I'm happy. Obviously, Larson's a long-term pick. He's not going anywhere for me. I'm happy. He was unlucky not to score at the weekend.
True.
Um, I had Raya in goal, Nil Poir, Trent 1 point, Vardiol he's on a bit of a roll for me at the moment. He's got a 9 pointer again, got 10 points last week, so he's been great. Robinson 2 points, Foden 3, McNeil 2, and Buemo 15, Smith Rowe 6, Diaz 5, Haaland triple captain 18.
Not bad,
And then
really.
Strand Larson 1 point. It's fine.
Yeah.
It was a good week. It was just like again, did that really silly thing of looking at your game week rank after Saturday night. I'd gone up like 1.2 million. So then I dropped a million places on the Sunday after Saka and Palmer did what they did. But that's FPL. What are you going to do? I think that like I said, the tricky thing now for me is what do I do next week? I was quite up for rolling, and I may well still do. I can bench Gabrielle. It's if McNeil's injured as well, that's when things become a little bit hairy
Bit
because
dicey.
I've already got Greaves that's injured as well. So I know I had kind of earmarked Eight Nori to come in this week, and I could just swap him out for Gabrielle, but it's still not a straight swap for Palmer next week. I'm still basically 3 transfers away, unless I got rid of
Yeah.
Trent. But I don't think I do want to get rid of Trent, to be honest with you. I think I want to keep him, especially if Gabriel's injured.
Yeah.
So I could, if my current team, if McNeil's injured, then I've got basically I'm playing my Fulham boys, and I've got Gabriel, McNeil, and Greaves on the bench. I've got like Robinson, Vardio, and Trent at the back, Foden, Smith Rowe, Diaz, and Wemo midfield, Haaland, Calvert-Lewin, and Larson up top. Like the team's fine.
Mm.
It just makes it a bit trickier because I know that Eight Nori's going up tonight
Yep.
and Gabriel's going down. So it's a 0.2 swing. I could just take the hit and go, look, I don't want Gabriel realistically too long term. I've already got Raya, so
Yeah.
I could just do that, get it done, save the money, and just be one step closer to Palmer.
One step closer to Parma would be lovely.
One step beyond. So I think it's 8:30 now. After I get off this call with you, I'm gonna just look at my phone for another half an hour and decide whether or not I pull the trigger. I think it
Yeah.
could happen, to be honest, because I like Eight Nori. He's fun. I don't need two Arsenal defenders at the moment because they're doing jack shit, mate. Let's face it.
Where did that phrase come from? Jack shit. Who's Jack? Why do you
don't
have all
know.
the shit? Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, I quite what's the blimey? It is definitely late
You
at night.
concur?
I concur. It's definitely on my thoughts as well. Like, just get rid and bring in that palm thing and Eight Nuri. I'm up for it. I'm down. Like, get rid.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's where we're at the moment, guys. Hey, why don't you join our mini league? Come see how bad Will's doing. He's like fourth from bottom. It's fantastic. Come make the most of it because he won't be there forever, guys. Make the
This
most of it.
is true. You
He'll be
know the
back.
story curve. You know what happens. It's I don't start until after Christmas. I'm like Pep. We're basically the same manager.
He's going
I
to
did
come
think
back.
about
He's
this
going to beat
earlier.
me this season. It's going to really piss me off.
I did think about putting a post out there this afternoon after Ten Hag got sacked. I was like, I wish I could sack myself right now. No, I'll turn it around. I'll do my best
Stuck.
anyway.
But yeah, the league code is in the bio, guys. The league code is MUOMWR. Get involved. You can win yourself a nice new Premier League jersey for next year, courtesy of William and I. Let's check in on the inappropriately named Teen Takedown. So this
Amazing.
week, Will, my transfer woes didn't end with my personal team. I haven't told you this. I had a bit of a nightmare with the team machine.
I thought we
Basically, I don't know if you remember. So there was the Friday night game. Friday morning, I made the transfer. Friday morning, Son was fit, so I bought him
that
in.
was it. Yeah.
Right, and then it got to Friday lunchtime, and Son wasn't fit. So I got stung there, but that wasn't the problem. That wasn't the problem.
No.
The problem was after I'd made the transfer, I took Trossard out because I fucking hated looking at him.
Yeah.
After I took Trossard out, and I was really happy with myself. Like, Son's in, Trossard out, lovely jubbly, just about to log off. And then I was like, oh, I better check how McNeil's doing. He was like 12% owned. I was like, no,
that was it.
no.
I knew there was something else.
Oh, balls. Obviously, guys, the rule is if they're 10% and above, then they're out of this team. This is a differential team taking on Will's 15-year-old nephew who threw the gauntlet down in the opening of the season, challenged us to a match this season. So yeah, I panicked and I bought an Adama Traore.
He had a good game though. He had a good game as well.
There's so many players I could have brought in, and Adama is a player that's not even been on my radar. I don't know what I was thinking. I must have started drinking early that day. I don't know what's going on. But
I think it's the giddiness of half term.
Yeah, obviously, I fancied Fulham's fixtures, Everton at the time. They were playing Everton, and they got Brentford, Palace, and Wolves after this. I was like, all right, let's get a Fulham player in. So yeah, we took a -4. We took a -4 this week, and we got 55 points. So not horrific. Leno 3 points. Ruben, we had double City defense, which was quite
Worked
nice.
out.
We had
Yeah.
Ruben for 7, Akanji for 6. We had Pau Torres for 2. We had Madison 2 points, Bowen 7 points, Adama 3 points. Captain Foden, also unfortunate, 6 points. Cunha 9 points. Visa, we'd held on to Visa through his injury for this moment, straight back in, 10 points.
10
Lovely jubbly.
points.
Robertson came off the bench for a point. We unfortunately had Mateta on the bench, third sub,
Yeah.
eight
That
juicy points. That's a shame.
that was a shame.
But yeah, do you want to do Spike's team well?
Yeah, so Spike didn't do great. Just like it did all right. It's the same as me, 49 points. Not the worst, not the best. Raya in goal, 0. Trent 0, 1. Van der Ven 1. Gabriel 1. He had Mazraoui came off his bench for 2 points. Rogers for 1, and Mbeumo 15. Brendan Johnson for 1. The Woodman he had, who's also flagged at the moment, just to add, he got 13 points, as we know. Calvin Lewin got 2, and Captain Haaland for 12. His bench did nothing apart from he had Henderson is his goalkeeper, and Henderson on the bench. Henderson finally picked up a clean sheet, so which was
Good.
unexpected against Tottenham. But yeah, yes.
Suck it, Spike.
I do have some news though, TK.
Oh yeah?
I do have a message from Spike.
Do you? It's
I've
about time we heard that little shit's voice on there, mate. What have you got? Is it a voice note?
just a voice note. I mean,
Yes.
I've
I've
listened
never
to
heard him
it.
talk. Oh no, I have heard one voice before.
Yeah, no, we sent you a video on. We sent you a video before, but we also sent you a picture message on Thursday when we were watching United, which was very rude, and we won't show that on the screen.
It was rude.
Okay, do you want to hear it? I'm hoping this will come through all right.
Yeah, mate.
All right.
See what he's got to say for himself.
Hold this wood. 13 points, 2 goals, and 1 point ahead in the table. Raving on about how you're ahead. Well, I'm on top now, and it's going to stay like that for the rest of this season. See you soon, pussy holes.
Oh, no.
Mate, I missed the beginning of that.
The beginning bit's a bit unclear. He goes, held on wood. No, I think he says,
hold this wood.
Oh, he says, hold this
points,
wood.
2 goals, and 1 point ahead.
It's quite funny from him.
Okay. So, yeah, fine. We got, yeah, what he's referring to is on last week's show, we were above him, weren't we? At the time, we still had Monday's game to play. We
had 1
point. We were above him in the league. We were like, we've taken him over, getting really carried away. And then Monday's game happened. It was Palace. Was it Paris? No, Forest and it was Palace. And yeah, Chris Wood done the business again, didn't he? So we ended up not being top after all, which is a shame. Yeah. Mate, just play me that last bit of that message again.
It's going to stay like that for the rest of this season. See you soon, pussy holes.
Mate, this guy, he's got a lot. Where does he get that from? He's got a lot of spunk, isn't he? For a 15-year-old.
I don't know. But what I do know is, let's just not forget the fact that he's taller than us.
There's two of us
bigger.
You take a...
Yeah, no, and I'm scrappy. I'm super scrappy. So
yeah, pinchy, really pinchy.
Yeah,
very
pinchy, very bitey, very bitey.
So the current standings are, because we took a -4. He got 49. We actually got 56, not 55. So the totals are: Corn on the Cobby, Spike, is on 454. And the Teen Machine is on 453. Oh, how's that for a bit of action? Okay, mate. How did we get on with the bet last week, bro? Let's have some acca chatter.
Yes. Where
I mean, I
are
know
we
how
with
we
the
got on with the
bet?
bet.
Yeah, let me get it up. We went with Leicester, Nottingham Forest. We went yes to both teams to score. We got that right.
Win.
Brentford, Ipswich. We went with Brentford, which didn't look like it was going to be a thing until quite late on. We got that right. Brighton, Wolves, both teams to score. We got that right. Aston Villa versus Bournemouth. We did not get right. We had both teams to score, but we also went with Villa as a result. So
Sure.
that was a bit of a tricky one. Man City, Southampton managed to sneak that one in there. Everton versus Fulham, both teams to score. That was
Win.
yes.
We did all right.
Yeah, we did all right, but then it went slightly downhill. Crystal Palace versus Tottenham, obviously Crystal Palace
Sure.
won. We went with Tottenham. Chelsea, Newcastle, we went with Chelsea. West Ham versus Manchester United. Someone said,
did we?
we
did.
Anyway, it doesn't matter because we'd already been burst. Our bubble had been burst by a few other matches, but we did go with
Palace.
Manchester United, who
Imagine that, betting on Man United to win under Ten Hag. Jesus
and then that
Christ.
would be the only one. And then we went Arsenal, Liverpool, both teams to score. So that was a win too. So we got one. We got 3 wrong in total. Do you know what? I feel like if we made some better decisions, and the
We'd be
odds that the
doing
games just
better.
went the way they should have gone, then we'd be all right. I mean, no one expected Crystal Palace to beat Tottenham.
Right, it's
We
my
can't.
round, isn't it?
Yeah, let's do it.
So we got Newcastle versus Arsenal early kickoff on the Saturday. Arsenal slightly depleted, you'd say. Newcastle played better this weekend. Feels like a both teams to score situation.
Yeah, definitely both teams to score for sure. Like Saka's on fire at the moment, and Ezra's back, and he picked up a nice little goal last week. So, and Callum Wilson might be back soon as well, which is good.
And then we've got Bournemouth versus City.
I mean, we've just got. Even though Man City haven't been playing great, I still think they're going to get the win there. No,
Really, you think City?
I think just
think
City.
this is a tough game. I think this is a tough game, mate.
What, you reckon they might get a cheeky draw?
I think there could be. This is not a slam dunk. This is not a slam dunk at all.
There's no Champions League this week, is there?
There is EFL this week, but
To
I don't
which
think.
To which Pepper said that it's not a priority. That's what he said in the press. So,
no, but I mean, the thing is, he's going to start. He needs players to get in form. That's the thing, guys. Just so everyone's aware, EFL this week on Tuesday we've got Saints against Stoke, Brentford playing against Sheffield Wednesday. Then on Wednesday, Liverpool versus Brighton, Villa are playing Palace, United against Leicester. So that'll be the first game we'll see without Ten Hag. Be very interesting watching. Newcastle versus Chelsea. That'll be a good game. Preston North End against Arsenal, and then it's Spurs against Man City. Some fantastic EFL action on Wednesday. I'm sure you'd agree. So, all right, City win.
Come on.
Fine. Ipswich versus Leicester.
Ugh.
Both teams to score.
Go on then.
Delap played well when he came on, didn't he?
He did. That
Didn't
last
start
goal.
the game, but it came on, mate. Changed the game. Should have had 2.
That last shot. Did you see it? You didn't see it in the end. I think I messaged you about it. Oh no, did you watch Match of the Day?
He hit the post. I saw Match of the Day. Yeah.
In the last dying minutes, 94th minute, that would have been the touch and turn and shoot.
Yeah.
Straight out of the playbook, that one.
Nottingham. Oh no, Liverpool versus Brighton. Toughie. Liverpool at home.
Liverpool win.
Yeah. I've got
big
it down
after
as
last
Liverpool
week.
win.
Yeah.
I've got it down as Liverpool win. But I'm biased. Forest versus West Ham. I think this is Forest win.
Should be on paper. Bowen is heating up again. Like, I know he just got the penalty against United.
Forest, yeah, sure. When it comes to Forest, I'm not interested in any goal markets whatsoever. They could shut teams out. Do you know what I mean?
Copy that.
So I think we go result.
Okay, I'm down.
So Forest, we'll say Forest, and then Southampton versus Everton.
Dominic
Again,
Calvin-Lewin is the biggest FPL troll in the world. Like
he's a
there
jerk.
is no one. I want to get rid of him so much, but surely this game he gets a return. Surely.
He's so lucky I've got so many other fires to put out. I'd love to get him out and do what is Trossard, mate. Just oust him.
Oust him.
But yeah, he's
Yeah.
lucky, and he's probably going to start this week as things stand.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the whole McNeil. It's like what we were saying with Wood. If McNeil's out, then suddenly you're like, oh god. But I think
tricky.
McNeil, he got a knock. Dyche will get him ship shape. He'll play, won't he? I think
surely.
Everton win.
All right, yeah, I'm down.
Wolves versus Palace.
Crystal Palace looked really good. Again,
I would have said Wolves, but Palace getting the win yesterday against Spurs suddenly makes it a little bit trickier. Could go both teams to score.
I think that's safe.
Go Wolves.
I think both teams to score is probably a why. You're in it for longer. But yeah, it's I think that's a good
keeps the game alive. And then Spurs versus Villa. Basically, these last fixtures, I had down all as both teams to score because I think that's a tricky game. Both teams are very leaky. Both teams are very attacking.
You think
either team could win.
Think Manchester United are going to get a score at home against Chelsea? Yeah, probably.
Probably, yeah. Chelsea.
It's just who's going to turn up for Van Nistelrooy. Yeah, they've got to turn up, haven't they? Yeah, I'd be up for that. Yeah, and Fulham, Brentford, both teams to score 100% because Brentford can't keep a clean sheet. But that Monday night fixture is obviously a doozy, being a proper derby. That is that's going to be a heavy and a very heated Monday night's game. So yeah, maybe put in a cheeky amount of cards. I reckon there's going to be some. It's going to get tasty.
Oh, naughty! Bit of a tasty Monday night fixture.
But let's go both teams to score. Maybe we'll throw in a little late curveball. See how we're getting on. See how we're getting on in the week. If we're all wins, then absolutely not. But
all right, cool,
nice. So what's the return on that? Sorry,
for a £2 bet. Because remember, guys, it's only fun when you bet with £1.
When you bet with £1.
Of £1 each.
When the fun stops.
So that £2 bet will be £273.
That's nice. That is one that's coming in. That's a tasty little earner.
What should we spend it on?
Cheese. It's Christmas. It's Christmas soon. Fireworks. Halloween.
Transfers.
Halloween,
guys.
Halloween.
Guys, have we got plans for Match of the AI this week? Not to be missed. We're very excited. Anyway, transfers captains this week. Go on, Will. What are you going to say? What are you going to do?
Depends on flags. Who's not playing? Gabriel. Sure. There could be a little switch around. If I can get to Palmer by selling Gabriel and another, maybe Foden, then I might do that. I've got two free transfers. Captain will be... Oh, I'm not sure who's captain, actually.
It's a real toughie this week. I've got best captains this week. You got Haaland against Bournemouth away. You got Salah home to Brighton. I think that is the captain this week, I would say, if you've got him. Wood, if he's fit, home to West Ham. Cunha, home to Palace, perhaps. Palmer away to Man United. Maybe... Yeah, tricky.
I think if I bring in Palmer, I'll do it because I've got to try and get. I've got to try and get some points back. I need to start turning it around somehow. And if he gets a dirty little brace and an assist, he'll probably get a pen. You know, you can see it happening. You can more likely see it happening than not happening, can't you? So, and that would make a big old dent in the old rankings for me.
I'd love to just get mowing.
Yeah.
I fancy him this week. Anyway, I might go Gabriel to 8 Nori tonight.
Nice.
And then I might, as price, I'm probably going to captain Haaland, unfortunately, this weekend because I haven't really got anyone else anywhere near it. Like I say, I don't own any of those other players that I mentioned for the good captaincy options. So All right.
Nice.
Lovely to see you, Will. I'm gonna take all my clothes off and try and cool down because I'm in the fire in this crazy room right now. I'm not gonna lie. Guys, thank you for joining us today. If you're still listening, we love you. You're the best.
We love you, yeah.
Please like and subscribe. If you're listening on the pod, give us a 5-star rating. Will, do you want to say anything to the lovely people?
Just follow us on the social media platforms at Tom and Will FPL. So do follow us and leave some comments, like some stuff. It really means a lot to us, and it really helps the channel out. So thanks.
Love you. Bye. Hit
Bye.
the music. That's a wrap.
So you're not just naked underneath on the bottom.
So hot right now, man. I'm absolutely naked. I had to get my pants off straight away.